Hi everyone, delonewolf here. Welcome back to some EVE Online, and in today's video I want to take a look at the new agency event that CCP started on TQ. It came a little bit unexpected in my book because I first noticed it on CC, but on the same day that I saw it on CC it was actually deployed on TQ as well. And I think that the Ducia Foundry is also working on the agency because I have to do a mining mission, and we can see that all of their ventures are busy in my belt. Very interesting, very cool also to see the NPCs busy. But let's take a look at Alpha Strike, the new event. So it's a very short one, there's only 5 days left. I think this one was like a 7-day event, and it is clearly aimed at newer players because you have to complete a mining mission, so doesn't say any specific level. You have to destroy a number of pirate ships. Yesterday I had to complete a site, any site, so something like a combat anomaly was definitely possible, and then use industry in a station to create a module. That is the reason why I'm moving some minerals to Esesama so that I can quickly do that mission over there. But yeah, the rewards for the first tier here was just a transport ship. So like a Take 1 transport ship, something that maybe an alpha character could be interested in, but it is definitely not an event for veteran players. And I know that that will probably be a little disappointing to some of you guys, but on that note I do think there's 2 comments that I want to make. First of all, I've read on Reddit that there's been quite a bit of data mining from CC, and that the next event actually looks like it could be quite interesting because a lot of people are expecting that one to involve the sleepers and to be tied to the launch of the EVE Valkyrie expansion, where we'll also be able to play EVE Valkyrie on the PC. So the next event might actually be a very interesting one when it comes to even veteran players or players that are big fans of CCP and that are also buying EVE Valkyrie. I for one am definitely going to get the game. I think it was going to be like 30 euros or something like that. So I do wonder if CCP is going to implement Valkyrie in the launcher for EVE Online. That would be really cool. Yeah, that's the way that I think I would like to purchase it, but we're not sure how that's going to work exactly. And then the second comment is basically how versatile they have made this tool. So here they are asking you to do a mission, to kill some NPCs, to complete a site, but also to run an industry job. And we know from previous events that they can also ask you to, for instance, run certain parts of EVE Online in certain types of ships. So that does give them a lot of versatility, and I think it gives them really good options to make interesting content through the agency. It's just that at the moment I guess they're a little bit in a testing phase, and they just want to mostly focus on the newer players, which is why, for instance, here I can just grab a BPC for a Tick 1 energized adaptive membrane. Hardly costs anything, and I can just start manufacturing, and then in 8 minutes that mission is going to be completed. After that, I guess they want you to go towards the agent finder so that you can set yourself on mining for agent type, then on the desired agent level. And then here you can see that there is one in Chunka in the Imperial Armaments. So that's where we'll be heading next. You can set destination if you want from there as well. And yeah, this event super short, very tiny rewards, hardly really worth it to run it if you're a more veteran player. But I also saw the tweet from CCP. This is aimed at newer players. It's a little weird. Why would you do that late summer? Maybe CCP has other numbers than what I'm personally expecting, but I don't think a lot of people are going to try EVE for the first time like in the last 2 weeks of EVE. But okay, this is where they're running event. Personally, I think that they announced 3 of them. They had to extend the first event, and so this one is a little bit tacked on, a little bit shorter than what they had expected as well at first. And so as a result, here we are with a tiny little event of 1 week that is clearly only beneficial to some newer players to explore certain aspects of the game that maybe they haven't explored just yet. So yeah, overall I do look forward to the new events, and I look forward to seeing what CCP is going to plan towards the EVE Valkyrie launch. That could actually be quite interesting, of course. And then as we head towards that agent for our mission, we just have to keep an eye on the timer. 8 minutes until we can dock right here. There's only 1 station, so that's handy. so that we can complete that one. And then for the other missions, right, so complete a site or kill 10 pirates, or I think I've seen on CC that you can also get the mission to complete a combat mission for an agent. So for that, something like a confessor, in my opinion, is absolutely amazing. Just take like a take 2 mission or run some anomalies. You just blab everything in 1 or 2 shots, and killing 10 rats or anything is really easy to run in that, which again I think misses the point a little bit on these missions, on the agency, on these events. You can make it super easy, but any alpha character that sees that is gonna wonder why he has to waste so much time. So personally, what I think CCP should do is make it hard. Give for instance the mission to run a level 3 mission in a frigate, and then alpha characters could group up to try and do that. But for us veteran players, that would give us a nice little challenge to try and complete, for instance. So that's the route I think that they could take, but at the moment they're just not doing that. So let's request a mission here. We have to mine 10,000 mercium. It's also in Chunka, which is 6,000 cubic meters. We should have that in the ore hold, no problem. So let's press accept. Let's close this. And so if you are a newer player and you're watching this, you want to see how you can complete these missions, this is what you do. First of all, have a cheap small BPO for a module. You don't want to use ammo, and start running that job. Then get a mission, warp to the location. I will quickly do that one. And then after that, well, killing 10 rats. I'm sure you've done that in your career in EVE Online so far. So that's something that I'll do off screen in the confessor in all likeliness. But I did want to make a quick video on the new event, just so that people know that it's running. It's 50 points to complete this, and you can earn 18 points a day, so you can complete this in 3 days, because that should be 54 points. So even if you're a little late to the party and you still want to see what is the one-time A3 destroyer package, then you can still try to go for that. I personally think it's just going to be a Tech 1 destroyer, to be honest, but we will see. Arriving at the mission site, I take the Alt tab, then I spot my asteroid. Let's do a quick orbit, and let's see if we can get in range. I'll use my mining drones as well, although I fully expect a couple of rats to show up at some point. This should just speed up the process a little bit. And then, of course, this is mercium. This is a specific ore for the mission. You can't refine that or use that for something specific, and so there is no crystal to mine this mercium more effectively. And as expected, let's return these guys to drone bay. A couple of Sancha bastards coming in, a couple of scavengers trying to stop me from grabbing that also valuable mercium. Let's stop right here, deploy my small drones, and of course something like the Skiff is really going to allow you to run a mission like this very easily. If you run something like a Venture, I don't think you'll have 6,000 cubic meters of ore hold. That does mean that you'll need to do a couple of trips, and again, remember to take at least one combat drone with you so that you can take care of these Sancha bastards or these pirate bastards that will come for you. So there you can see this guy is heading straight for me. He's actually firing his missiles a little bit too early apparently, so they're probably rockets, and they're not doing much. Let him approach, and then my drones will react as soon as he's in range. Or I could start targeting them, of course. This one is closer, so maybe we'll go take a quick look at him. There come his lasers, and there is my drone response as he's blown up. Very nice. And then we've got the next one that's also blown up, no problem. Let's see here. We're back on our ship. Deploy the mining drones. I'm actually going to approach this so that my mining drones don't need to travel too long. And yesterday when I did this mission, I also had to do a mining mission. There we go. There was only one wave of rats, so at this point you can just get real close to the Mercium, add your mining drones to the operation, and then hopefully we'll get a decent chunk out of this first cycle of my lasers, which should end any moment now. That brings me to almost 2000, and that's gonna be 1/5. Oh, that's actually going to take a little bit of time, I think. Let's take a quick look. Mercium belt, read the details. I need 6000 of that. Yeah, that's 3 cycles in all likeliness. So 2 more. We'll wait it out, I guess. And see if any more rats come in. Is this an interesting looking area? Yeah, this is all right. You've got all of these other asteroids, which unfortunately you can't mine. They're described as cloven gray asteroids, and this does make me curious. I'm not sure if any of you guys saw at FanFest, but CCP Siegel did announce that the developers have basically also given the task of making the space feel more large and cinematic, alive as well. And so I do think that they'll be working on updating quite a few visuals in these sites, because these, well, we've been here quite often. They are decently bland. Your ship is actually okay in size compared to them, although this one is alright, I feel, but something like the refuges are really tiny. There's hardly anything in there. And so I think a next phase is also going to be to update all of that, which I look forward to. Some of the concept art was absolutely amazing that they showed there. So just a little bit more, we're at 2500, so my drones are doing good work here as well. Bring me to 3000 in 1.5 cycles, so yeah, just a little bit left. I think we'll be okay pretty soon. We'll let this one complete. That's definitely gonna be a full one, but after that we won't even need a full cycle again, which takes, let's take a look, 146 seconds. Yeah, that does take a couple minutes. But this is a mining mission, of course. This is mining in general, although these days you're probably better off in a Rorcal or an Orca if you're mining, to be honest, especially if you're mining solo. Then I do think that the Orca is better because it's safer, it's bigger, more HP, harder to gank. Sure, they could go after your drones, just it hasn't happened to me yet. I haven't really spotted that. And then 5 augmented drones in an Orca will mine just as well as something like a solo Machina. So not as good as the Hulk, but the Hulk has a tiny hold. So yeah, definitely in my book, if you're going to mine, then definitely work your way towards the Orca for high sec. And that's us at 5400, so maybe just a quarter or something. I really don't think we'll need that much anymore. Let's take a look here. All right, I think I'll be able to return them 200. I saw them drop. No, damn it, so close. We just need 40 more. We'll have that, right? Oh, it's more than 6k. What the hell am I doing? Oh, of course it's 6000 cubic meters. God damn it. That's my mistake. So let's take a quick read details here again. And we actually need 10,000 units. Damn it. That's my mistake. It's actually 6000 cubic meters that I need to mine. So we'll need another full cycle here. God damn it. Sorry guys. Making this mission a little bit longer, but in the meantime maybe this is done. We'll be close to 8 minutes. Yeah. Let's press deliver. And there we go. 6 points earned for the agency. And if I click here, it's again on the 22-hour timer, which I think is fine. This will allow you to gain some time if you're fast, and it's definitely very easy to run this every 24 hours if you come online at the same time. Much better than the 23-hour timer. So that's clearly a lesson that CCP has learned here. But yeah, completing something like a mining mission does take a little bit of time. We're basically 3/4 in, so we'll probably need another full cycle. And these guys only do 148 on a cycle. No, there we go, it's more. Now it's at 6700. All right. Let's allow this cycle to complete and then we will be done. This is a little more boring But this is something that apparently now they're expecting alpha characters to go through. So honestly, if you have to do this in a retriever, it's quite a bit of work. So let's maybe quickly take a look at the agent finder and see if you're really new to the game, you're an alpha clone or something like that, you'll want to go for a level 1 mining mission. That's going to be way shorter in time, in needed cargo space and in needed yield. So that is definitely going to be better for you. But for me, for instance, that would be 3 jumps out. Those agents are not available everywhere either. So it's a little bit of a give and take for me. I personally do think that just grabbing this level 2 mission that is next door is going to be the most efficient for me in order to run this event. And with that and another full set of drones, we should, I think, have everything. No, because that's only going to be like 2k, I think. So 9,000 and... Man, my calculations are off. I think it's because I had to change my power supply. I did that just before starting the recording here. Luckily, the PC works. That's something. Has it fixed the problem that I'm experiencing? I hope so, but I can't confirm it yet. And well, it was a little exciting. I don't usually do hardware repairs myself. My brother's much better at that. But since he was not really available, I had to try it myself. It worked out, but yeah, I had to do a little bit of searching on how everything works here. So I think around half a cycle, less than 1,000, unless the mining drones come in, then we can stop right away. So almost there, guys. A little bit more patience. But as I was saying, yeah, expecting a newer player to run this in a venture, that would not be the most pleasant experience, I don't think. And there we go, we have our 10k. Luckily, it is in the same system, so I can warp straight to the station. Another advantage, I think most mining missions, especially level 1 and level 2, will be like this. They won't ask you to go through gates. That saves you a little bit of time. Most security agents do actually ask you to go 1 or a couple jumps. So that's a bit of time saved, but we're 17 minutes in just to complete 2 of these the agency missions. And again, I'm also doing this in a much better ship than an alpha character would be able to run. So hopefully they know to take level 1 agents for that. Let's get into the Imperial Armaments Factory.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Thank you. Getting in here, and then we just have to do view mission, complete mission. It'll take that straight out of your hold, and there we go, another 6 points earned, which only leaves me with 8 rats to kill, which is something like any anomaly that will do. So that's what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna jump into my confessor, go look for 8 more rats, and then I'll have done this one more day, and I'll have the final reward, which again I don't think is gonna be all too great. But I have hope. I do like the versatility that CCP has built into this tool for the agency missions, and I can see them making this pretty challenging by, for instance, actually restricting the type of ship that you have to do some of these missions in. So hopefully at some point they'll go that route, and we'll obviously keep an eye on the next mission, which I'm expecting around the launch of the expansion for Eve Valkyrie. That's going to be it for this one, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time.